Hello and welcome back to West Ham United. It's Sunday. It's the start of a new series, Jazz. What we've wanted to get start for a while, and we're very grateful to have Dom to be our first guest. How you doing, Dom?
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm bored shitless. Fucking international god.
I hate them, mate. Oh my!
I thought you meant us then.
What is the point, mate?
Yeah,
Nine,
well.
9-0, 8-0, 15-0. What is the point, mate? What is the point of all this?
Yeah, I know, man.
I ain't seen
The
any of
last
it.
one till March, though. So
Yeah, no, definitely, mate, definitely. But like you said, though, Dom, obviously we'll talk about the topic. Obviously, we've seen you. I saw you at the Liverpool game. I'm still on cloud nine, mate. I still can't believe we got that result. What's it like for you?
we just keep going, mate. That game's
Yeah.
done now. We won. Great result. I'm focusing on Wolves now.
Yeah,
Just got to
no,
keep going.
yeah, no, definitely, mate. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the game as well, and it's a ground which I've never been to, so I'm looking forward to that as well. But good weekend, though, Dom. Before we start, you went non-league again, didn't you?
Yeah. I went over Bucker Steel yesterday. Fucking cracking game that was. 4-3. Yeah.
Right.
Last minute winner, literally last kick of the game. It's proper good game of football. Grassroots level. Just like 10th tier Eastern Counties League. Proper good game that was. I mean, I've done 72 games across the season in about 9 different leagues and in Europe as well. And that's up there with the best I've seen this season. Brilliant.
Wow.
Such a great. Even that low down at that quality, like you still see some proper good games.
Yeah, no, like you said though, mate, you see the likes of obviously Antonio, Jamie Vardy. There's some talent in the lower leagues. It's just a matter of people taking their chance on them. And obviously, we've been very fortunate. And you never know, there could be a gem which you've seen could be lighting the Premier League up in a couple of years.
Hopefully, mate.
Hopefully. Right. So the reason why we're here is we come up with the idea of the Reunited 5. So obviously, you pick your 5 most favourite kits. What mean to you? Obviously, me and Dom are a lot younger than Jazz and some of the other guests that we're going to have on. So our jobs are a little bit easier. But Dom, was this hard for you, or did these just stand out straight away?
I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really. What's the word? Kits like come and go every year, so I don't really get attached to kits a lot more than most people do. Obviously, the first one's got to be there, like the first kit you ever wear, supporting West Ham, and that was the Doc Martens one, the Di Canio one. My granddad bought it for me when I was about 6 or 7. He got me home and away because I like the colour blue. I like the sky blue colour, so I wanted the away one. And then I got like an away one with Zamora on it in the 04-05 season.
Yeah.
But I've never really bought kits. I think the last kit I bought, I mean, I think I've bought about, off the top of my head, about 6 or 7 kits in the last 17 years.
Okay.
I don't really buy the kits because I think they're overpriced. But when there's a kit that's really, really nice, and if it fits, I buy it. Like the last kit I bought was the away one in the 1920 season without the sponsor.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of like a remake of the 1980 Cup final kit.
Yeah.
I think that's lovely, that kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like commemorative ones I like to buy. I bought the third kit that was never used in the first season. It's a nice kit though. And I bought the home top up for that season because it was a historic one. And the last season at the bowling, I bought both kits. And we'll get into that one later, but that's my favourite one.
The last year at the bowling, yeah.
You don't buy goalkeeper tops, do you? I know some people
I got
do.
sent one once. I think it was about 10 years ago that I was in I was in a Facebook group with all these West Ham fans, and one of them he kept posting about he had a few old kits that he wanted to get rid of. and he was selling 3 for about 15 quid. So
Oh,
I
wow.
said, yeah, I'll have some of them. I think one of them was a goalkeeper shirt from, I think it was 05 or 05 to 6 or 06 to 7. And there was a green one as well. And it was a couple of kits. I don't know where they are now. They were too small for me, so I gave them to my sister. And he then replied to me saying he don't want no money for them. He just wanted to give them away, which is nice of him. But yeah, that's the only goalkeeper kit I've really laid hands on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I bought my sister a Bobby Moore funded one about 10 years ago because she used to play as a goalkeeper when she was younger.
Oh, I remember when my kids were young, they used to have the Bobby Moore fund on the shirts. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
now.
they were the
Yeah.
good ones, weren't they? I got I bought her a goalkeeper one with Rob Green on the back because she loved Rob Green, and she wore it when she played football.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. And just before we carry, talking about money, I think shorts and socks are through the roof. You know, if you got kids at school,
I never bought a full kit.
Yeah,
I
wow,
never bought a full kit.
well expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like you said though, mate, it's not so much the adults because what's it like? Well, 60 quid you get 10% if you're a season ticket holder, but like for a kid, like for like even like 3-year-olds, you're looking at 100 quid. It's ridiculous. I don't know how they can.
Well, if you want the full kit, so you get the kit, and that's about £50 or £55 if we're season ticket holders. And it's what? It's about £15 to put the to get a name and number on the back.
Yeah.
And then how much are the badges on the sleeves if you want them?
Oh God.
Yeah, I know, mate. It's ridiculous.
And then if you want the shorts and socks, how much are they?
20 quid at least.
I think it's 30 quid shorts are now.
Oh my God, yeah, there you go.
So you're looking at 150 quid for the full works, probably even more than that.
And then your kid goes out one day, spills something down, it's ruined for life, especially that white kit. Can you imagine it? Fucking all that out and the kit's fucking ruined.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they and then like a year later, you can get them in Sports Direct for like a tenner, and they're not used. They just go out of fashion. They're not the kits aren't what they used to be. You know, it's just marketing now.
Yeah.
Last kit I bought was because I genuinely liked it, but I'll never go out my way to get a kit now. I'm
definitely, mate.
Dom,
what order do you want to go? Do you want to go from your fifth to your third, your favorite until your best one, or do you want to what way do you want to do it?
I'll go from least favorite to most favorite.
Okay, mate. Do you want to start one with your least for me?
What? Let me just refresh my memory. What ones did I say?
Yeah, 2011 and 12, I think, Dom. Was
a championship season.
Yeah.
I like that kit. I thought it was pretty. Because I like, do you know what? And I did like the old championship font as well.
Yeah.
Where's she?
So I think your fifth kit is.
Oh, I think I'll start off.
Yeah.
I think I'll start off with the 16-17 home kit, first season at the London Stadium.
16-17 kit. Let's put that up. There we go. That one. I'll put that picture up. Yeah. What was obviously, like you said, it's to do with them. Is it done by memories as well? I know it's not. I know people say the London Stadium as well. Obviously, the kit does the good thing. I think results sort of go by it. You know, like your memories. Obviously, the reason why I put that up is probably we've had Tottenham.
It was a shit season. That was a shit season.
Yeah,
it was a really, really poor season. I mean, we've had a lot worse seasons. To be fair, we ended up finishing 11th, but we were just never consistent, and we were just quite dull to watch.
Yeah,
I didn't think we had a proper system in place, so I didn't really enjoy the season. I think the second half of the season we were better, but we got some fucking shit results that season. But it's just a commemorative kit. You know, it's a historic kit because it's the first kit we wore in a new stadium.
Yeah,
as it says under the badge. You know, so you want to be part of history, didn't you? It's not a bad kit. It's just an average kit. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like they're all the same these days. The kits are just
there's not much difference.
If you had to pick a manufacturer, Dom, what do you reckon our best manufacturer's been for the club?
Oh God, definitely not Macron. It was. I think it was Umbro. Yeah, it's on the kit there, Umbro, and they designed the kit the season before. I'll go with them, to be honest. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I remember Reebok was very tight, very very tight. Like even when I was a kid, it didn't really feel like comfortable, to be honest. And obviously you're the sort of I'm just a little bit older than you, Dom, but probably I never really had the feeler ones, really, to be perfectly honest. Like I had like one of them. Obviously, that's the one what you've mentioned. But Jazz, if you had to pick, what's your favourite manufacturer?
Adidas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just goes back to different era for me when I was a kid, really.
Yeah.
Mid sort of late 80s. Yeah, Adidas for me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. But no, like you said, it's all about the memories, and like you said, like you said, the kits are the same, really, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
That like I said, the season of football was shocking. Well, not shocking, but it was just bad. But I had some fucking good days out that season. Like there were some funny days out. Like because I met a lot of people that season. Because obviously when we moved stadiums, there's a lot of new people, and I made a lot of new friends. And some old faces returned. It was like, you know, off the pitch, it was all right. Just on the pitch, though.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, let's have a look. We've got a load of people in the chat. I'll read.
I'm surprised we finished 11th in that season. I thought it was worse than that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite tight in the bottom half.
I
think we only confirmed safety with after we beat Spurs, mathematically. But there were a lot of worse teams than us that season. But yeah, like there was a point where I think we lost like 5 in a row because we were 9th in February. I think we beat Southampton 3-1.
Yeah, I can
we were
see
9th,
that.
and I was thinking, hang on a minute, we could actually, if we can stay consistent, we could actually like mount another European push here. And then I think we drew to West Brom, got done in the last minute with an equaliser, and then we lost like 5 in a row, and we were like 2 points above the bottom 3 or 5 points clear playing Swansea. And had we lost that, we'd have been 2 adrift.
Yeah.
So one time, then we just picked up. Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, I can see, Dom. So 4th from bottom to 8th for 6 points.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. From 8th to 17th for 6 points. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very tight that season.
Yeah.
Oh, Dom, we've got a question for you. If you could choose one West Ham player's shirt who have you seen play in the last 20 years, who would it be and why? Like, if you could have any shirt with their name, or if they gave it to you.
So what's 2001?
Match form?
Oh,
yeah.
God, 2001.
Marlon Harewood.
I love Marlon as well, to be fair.
My favourite ever West Ham player. He's one of the one of my original heroes, my childhood hero. Scored so many important goals for us. Was a good goal. Like, you know, before, I think, how long? When did he sort of? I think, when I first started getting into West Ham was 2004 when I was 9.
Yeah,
it was him, Zamora, and Sheringham in the Championship, and they scored.
That's ridiculous, wasn't it? Even in the Premier League, it was a front four that was up there with the best. Do you know what I mean? When Ashton joined as well, and then
he scored a few obviously scored the winner in the semi-final against Middlesbrough, take us to the cup final. And then he sort of just declined the following season. Then he went to Villa. But I mean, I met him. I went to the Player Awards in 2018. I met him, and I was just like, I was so stunned. I actually had a chat with him. I was like, look, I'm 20 at the time. I was 23. I was like, I'm 23 now, but you know, like back when I was 9, you were my childhood hero. I just loved watching you. You know, like, and it's just an honour to meet you. I just
great.
Do
you reckon he's underappreciated by West Ham fans, Dom?
Yeah, probably. But like, there's a lot. There's people that have been watching West Ham longer than me. They'll have their own heroes as well. So
yeah,
I mean, I can understand that. But I think he's part of the club's background. So obviously the club appreciates him.
Yeah. Was you in the same pub when him and Carlton went on the piss on the road to Fulham? Was you in that
no,
pub?
But I was in front of him at the game. I turned around and he was behind me. I was like, oh, fucking hell, it's Marlon. This is a dream come true, watching West Ham away with me childhood hero.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Kent's got involved in that as well, so, saying Julian Dix much more than it would have been for him, and Hammer's saying Teddy Sheringham. Yeah, no, definitely. So, Dom, what's the next kit you want to talk about, mate? Is there anything, any particular reason, or?
I'll probably go for the 1920 away.
Let's see if I can find that. Well, there we go.
And I like that kit.
Yeah.
But the season was the worst season I've ever experienced as a fan. Not obviously we've had worse seasons on the pitch.
Yeah.
Relegated and we stayed up that season. But for a supporter's point of view, it was absolutely horrendous. So
Yeah.
Nice kit, horrible season.
Yeah, see that. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad to think how like you said that the kits springs to mind, and obviously we had one similar to this. Is this the one what Fila and Dr. Martens with Paolo, or was that not like that as well? That was just white and blue shorts.
That's this season's one.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I always get confused with the white kit with the white kits, but I just remember this game. I couldn't believe we lost this game when we went 2-1 up. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, is this at Anfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in that. Do you know what? I've never come out well. That's one of 2 times I've come out of a ground after we've lost feeling really positive.
Yeah.
Because I remember this game well because it was the last away game I did with Marshy before the lockdown, the penultimate away game lockdown, because it was exactly 4 weeks before Boris announced the first lockdown, and at the time it was like really nothing was really mentioned of it, and then slap bang a month later it's all stopped, and it just felt so long ago, but. Yeah, it was a Monday night at Liverpool. Had to take 2 days off work. Didn't get in till 5:15. But we sort of picked up a bit. This is a performance and of a sign of things to come. We didn't deserve to lose that game. I remember it well. We should.
Did this score first? We were 1-0 up and then 2-1 up.
No, they went 1-0 up. Then we equalised 5 minutes later. Then we went 2-1 up in the second half. And then Fabianski made 2. Well, and then he came out when he shouldn't have and left his goal open. But that season, man, that season was honestly the worst I've ever experienced as a fan. It was absolutely horrendous. Just like it was just one shit after the other. I actually thought about jacking it in during that season. And to be honest with you, I missed it a lot last season, but I think after that season, I think I did need a big long break from going.
Yeah.
Coincide all right, but that season, man, it was just like there was a lot of negativity,
no consistency from the team either, was it?
The team was shit. Under Pellegrini, it was terrible. When Moyes first came back, it weren't great either, but we did start to pick up. And then obviously COVID hit, and the league didn't finish until the summer, and it was all behind closed doors. It was horrible watching it behind closed doors, and I had to miss a few games, which made me unhappy because I hate missing games. And then there was, we're on our way to City, and that got called off. We had to turn around, got stuck in traffic, and they moved the game a week later. I'm like, well, we've just literally wasted a day out. And they can't even make it easy for us. They just want to just fucking get it done ASAP. We're bowing to Man City's schedule instead of looking after our own. And it was just one of many shit experiences from that season. But yeah,
I probably should have. I'll ask you this because I know we went on the previous kit. We'll probably ask your player of the year from that season. Obviously, we've just talked about the championship one. Who was your player of the year when? Oh, the kit. Sorry, you done previously. What kit did you do previously? Sorry,
16-17.
Yeah, who was your favourite player in that season?
Probably, I think it was Antonio won Hammer of the Year.
Yeah.
And Lanzini won Player of the Year. So it was a toss-up between them. So I'd probably go for Antonio because he again, he just that's when he was playing right back and he was scoring a lot of goals. And then he came on the wing. Again, it was quite tough because we weren't great that season.
Yeah.
I'll probably actually go for Lanzini.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because when Payet left, everyone relied on him to step up, and he'd done what he could. But it weren't winning player of the season, winning hammer of the year that season weren't anything special. But if I had a choice, it'd be Lanzini.
Yeah, we needed a Carroll fit. He got 7 in 22 games, but we just couldn't get him fit. Yeah.
Scored the greatest goal I've ever seen at a football match, though. That scissor kick against Palace. It's going to take something spectacular to beat that. Like, hands down, the greatest goal. I can't stand Andy Carroll. I thought he took the piss out of the club, but I will hold it to him. He did score the greatest goal I've ever seen at any football match in my whole life. So,
No, he deserves it for that. But yeah, like you said, I'm surprised he didn't get injured with that. And this season, Dom, the 2019-20, who do you reckon was for you?
Rice.
Yeah.
Rice for me.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think this was the year when we've always known the quality of what he has, and then obviously we've gone and he's proving everyone wrong now. I know we've sort of talk about it. We'll talk about him now. Do you reckon this was his breakthrough year when people started to realise how good he was, Dom?
No, I think his breakthrough year was 2 seasons earlier.
Yeah.
Or maybe the season before, because he started getting games the season before, and he could play centre back a few times. But he played a lot of games he played enough games for people to look at him and say, "Oh, hang on, he looks all right." And then he started playing at, I remember when the season when Pellegrini came in, we lost our first 4, and he started Noble Wilshere in the midfield, and we lost all 4 games. And he was thinking about loaning Rice out to the Championship. And I was just saying to everyone, if we need Rice, because Rice is our best midfielder, because he was excellent the season before, one young hammer of the year 2 seasons in a row. I was like, he'd shown he was good enough to play consistently from the previous season. So I was like, we've got to start him. And then lo and behold, we won our first game away at Everton when we took Wilshere out and put Rice in. And he dominated that midfield and won the game 3-1. So, and then that's when I'd say that was his breakthrough season. Because he played a hell of a lot of games, and then he just continued it into this season. The team weren't great that season, but he's always great. And then I think when the team starts playing well and you've got him, it just gets better, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. What's your third kit, mate? In your order
now. The Championship one, the 11 to 12.
Okay, there we go.
That's the one.
What a season, Dom. I know we didn't deserve to be in the Championship. Obviously, Big Sam coming in.
We did deserve to be in the Championship that season because we were fucking shit the season before.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is, like, Big Sam obviously coming in, huge pressure on him, obviously coming in. That's
Sorry, Andy, hang on, mate.
No worries.
I'm on a podcast, mate. I have to call you back.
Right,
yeah, go on, mate.
No, that's all right. No, he's obviously big pressure from him coming in. Was there any particular game, obviously apart from this in the semi-finals, was there any particular games that season what stood out for you? Did you do many away games that year?
That was an interesting season for me because I like that's when I like it because that's when I got to know more people there. That was the first one where I just finished school the year before, so I would have been about 16.
Okay.
And I actually, I started going to a lot of games in the January, actually. Like that was, I didn't enjoy the season because I thought it was a very stressful, because obviously I think we ended up doing it the hard way. I think we scraped promotion. I think we should have walked that league. I mean, we had Big Sam, the amount of money we spent, the players we signed. We kept hold of a fair few players like Rob Green, we kept hold of. Carlton Cole, we kept hold of. And they were on the verge of moves the previous summer.
Yeah.
It weren't an easy season. We didn't win a home game until September because we lost the first one in the last minute and then drew to Leeds in the last minute again. We were good away, but I just think I wanted us to win the league because I didn't want us to finish second. I wanted us to win it because I thought we were the biggest team. We were the biggest team in that league, and I thought if we finish anything below first, it's a failure, even if we do go up. Because I just started college and I was sixth form and I had all these, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, all like taking the piss, and I'm just like, because Tottenham were coming good then under Redknapp. Chelsea, that was the season they won the Champions League. Liverpool won the League Cup. United, that was the season when they lost in the last minute to Aguero to lose the title. So like it was I didn't really enjoy the seat because there were a lot of bad home games. I remember we drew at home to Bristol City and Doncaster. Got absolutely battered at home by Reading. I remember the 6-0 against Brighton. That was good. But we sort of pretty much lost our grip on the top two by then. So it's just like it was very frustrating. And then we had to settle for the playoffs.
Yeah, Ken Hanlon's the same, Peterborough away and Barnsley.
Yeah, I've heard stories about them. I couldn't do aways that season because I was a student and I didn't have a pot to piss in. I did. I had a season ticket and I'd done about half the home games because it was obviously getting up there as well. This was back in the day where I was having to scrape every fucking penny just to get on the train and get something to eat at the ground. It was like, I mean, I enjoyed going to the games, of course, but there were some very, very frustrating games. Obviously, the Millwall one would stand out. And I was going to say what this guy said in the comments. I remember the Cardiff's playoff semi-final, second leg, when we smashed them. Most relaxed I've ever been watching a West Ham game. We're 2-0 up before kick-off. And then we were like, we went into them 2-0 up in half-time. Job done pretty much. And but yeah, I think the Millwall one would I think that will stay with me for a very long time. Because if you want to discount the playoff final win was my favourite. Obviously, like I've never felt euphoria like that. I mean, I don't think I'll ever feel euphoria like that again watching West Ham unless we actually win a cup. Because at full time, I broke down in tears. I was hugging people I'd never even met in my life. I was, and because I remember at full time, I just remember celebrating watching them lift the cup, and I just thought all those horrible memories from a year ago when we lost to Wigan and went down, had all these people at school taking the piss. They're gone now. I was like, we're back. It's all over. It's done. We're back, and I just felt that was my mindset. And I talk to my pals about that day now, and it's weird because there's so many people. I think every single person I know who I've met since, who I've met at West Ham, were all at that game, and none of us knew each other.
Yeah, I know. It's mad, isn't it?
I take it you two were there as well.
I wasn't there, mate. I wasn't there for mine. I wasn't there. I had a lot of commitments, and I just couldn't. I couldn't get a ticket. A few people I know was sat in the Blackpool end. I wish I'd done it. I didn't really. They literally told me the day before. They told me the day before, and I was like, I wish I'd known.
Yeah, because there was a little. I remember there being a little crowd in the Blackpool end. It was quite segregated, but I think it all kicked off. But that was one of the greatest days of my life. But if you want to discount that, it's got to be the Millwall one when we beat them 2-1.
Yeah, that's what Steve's saying.
Again, like I was really looking forward to it. I remember getting into the ground, and it's funny because like that's when I met one of the stewards who I get on who covers the away games as well. Who I get on very well with now, but at the time I was only 16. I think Millwall players went in to get ready to warm up. Well, no, they finished their warm up and went down the tunnel to get changed.
Yeah.
And I stuck my middle finger up at them, and Stewart was like, "If you do that again, you're out." And so yeah, like I get on, like I see her regularly, like every week, home and away, and you know we get on very well. But it's funny how you meet people.
Oh, OS, you can do anything, Dom. You can do anything what you want. The OS, no one says anything.
Yeah, but I was 16 years old then. Like, I didn't know any better. But yeah, like Nolan. I remember Nolan was sent off after about 10 minutes. Yeah. And I was like, we can't lose this. Can't lose this.
And Harry Kane was playing for them as well.
Yeah, he cleared one off the line.
Yeah.
I remember that. There was this like Facebook page. West Ham fans v Millwall fans, and like they'd all be fucking piping up in the week, and there was a few names that stood out, and I was like, I can't wait to stick it on them if we get a win. And it was a very, very nervy game. Yeah, we went 1-0 up just before our time. Then when they scored, because they had the whole upper tier of the Trevor Brooking, because of the trouble with the fans, they completely shut off the lower tier.
Yeah.
The Trevor Brooking lower is completely empty. So that looked weird. So he had all the Millwall lot in the upper. And when they scored, I'll tell you what, they were fucking going wild. I was like, no wonder they're all stuck in the upper. And then Reed's goal, I mean, I'll say this now, that goal should never have stood.
I know. What was Fobert doing?
That goal would have 100% got overturned. But what a finish. And that's a goal gone down in folklore, that is West Ham folklore. And then that was the last game we won at home that season until April, because we drew like every home game after that and lost one to Reading, which was the biggest one because they overtook us and ended up winning the league. But like I was just like at the end of that season, I was so relieved to get out of that league because I couldn't stand I felt sick at the thought of having another season there, because I genuinely think if we'd not gone up that season, I don't think we'd have ever got out. I think we could have ended up like Sunderland, or Ipswich. You know what I mean? Like that was a fucking stressful season. But yeah, got there in the end, and the kit was nice. Like I say, like I like the little yellow lines from the collarbone down to the shoulders.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And like the championship font back then, obviously it's changed now that it's the EFL, but that was back then it was N Power. And I did like the font back then. Right, so yeah, that's a decent kit.
Yeah. And your player of the year for that season, Dom? Who's the one who stuck out in the mind for you?
You know what? That's tough.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of players in that team that we wouldn't have got there without. You look at Tompkins and Reed at the back. You look at Nolan. I think it would probably be Nolan, but then because Nolan was a great captain that season. I mean, he was for me. Nolan was piss poor when he weren't scoring goals. He was absolutely shocking to watch. He popped up and scored quite a few goals. So it was very important, and he was a good captain. He was very important in that aspect. Say Vaz Tay, because Vaz Tay's goals as well. Like
it's ridiculous, wasn't it? It was ridiculous.
Had we not signed Vaz Tay in that January, we wouldn't have got promoted. And he's like a forgotten man. Like I think if we didn't sign him, we wouldn't have gone up. He scored the winner in that final, and he scored about 12 goals from January when we signed him. He was a big player for us. But I think because he was only there half a season, I think it'd be unfair to give it to him. Again, at the same time with Vaz Tay, I think he's a forgotten man. No one really speaks of Vaz Tay in West Ham folklore.
Yeah,
no one does.
Because even the following season, he scored a goal at Tottenham. I remember he started the season well.
The following season, that was the season after.
Was it? Sorry, but you know what I mean. The when we first come up, he was playing up front with Andy Carroll. Fulham, do you know what I mean? He was
on the wing a lot as well, weren't he? But He couldn't cut it in the Premier League. He was a Championship player. He was good in the Championship, but just couldn't hack it in the Premier League. And we saw that because I think he scored like 6 goals in those 2 seasons when we came up, and then he left in January 2015 without playing for the first half of that season. So I would definitely, I mean, I think people should, I think he should get more mentions between West Ham fans, in my opinion, but because he was a big player for us in getting us to where we are, obviously scoring the winning goal in that final. But I would probably say Nolan. I think, I think equally, if we didn't have Nolan as captain, we may not have got up. Noble was good, but I just think Nolan's goals and his leadership, and obviously Colton Cole up front. I think Vazte was better than Colton Cole, but yeah, I'd say Nolan.
Yeah, Jazz, what about you, mate?
Yeah, we tried loads of strikers. Yeah, it'd be Nolan for me, but looking at the squad, we tried Sam Baldock, Nicky Maynard, John Carew, Freddie Picquion played.
Forgot about John Carew, actually. Wow.
There's a good,
a lot of strikers now.
Yeah, Freddie Sears, loads there. Frank Newbull,
Brian Montenegro.
Oh my God, one game. What's John Carew like in live when he's on the pitch? How big is that man, John Carew?
I didn't think John Carew was bad to be. He scored a few, like people say, he was one of the worst strikers we've ever seen. He scored a few goals. Like he did
I remember Palace away in the start of the season. He scored.
Yeah.
My one, if I had to pick, it would. Do you know what? I'm going to give it to Tompkins because he never really had a bad game for us in the Championship. I've always liked him as well, and him and Reed were solid for strong points of it. Another player as well who don't get the credit he deserves is the one in that screen as well, Matty Taylor and Guy Demel. Both of them were pretty decent, especially in the Championship.
Yeah, Taylor was good. Was a good player.
Yeah.
In his heyday, he was excellent. Portsmouth, he was outstanding, and then he was just one of Big Sam's boys, though, weren't he? I remember Big Sam brought in so many of his Bolton cronies like Jaskalainen,
O'Brien,
Joey O'Brien, Nolan was one of them. Vazte would have been as well because he played under him at Bolton.
Yeah.
There was another. I'm definitely missing one. I think I remember he tried to sign Ricardo Gardner at one point as well.
God.
That's good. Like people, I remember people calling us West Ham Wanderers at one point. But like they get a lot of Big Sam don't get the credit he deserves, in my opinion. Like I weren't a fan of his attitude. Like the football was shit, but I was like, well, that's his way. There's nothing we can do about it. I just didn't like his attitude sometimes. I thought it was very stuck up, ignorant bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that game. That was a slog, wasn't it?
And this one as well, when Lansbury winning goal. I remember that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some good memories from that season. It was tough, but it does get talked about a lot. But yeah, like I didn't like Allardyce's attitude towards the fans. He was a very big, ignorant bloke. But again, like, always be grateful for the job he done, because again, there's a lot of people at West Ham, players and management, who we wouldn't be where we are now without them. And Big Sam, Kevin Nolan, Vazte, Colton Cole, a lot of players from that season are because of that. And Colton Cole, obviously, like he was with us for a long time, so obviously he gets held in high regard. Allardyce weren't very popular with the fans, so I can understand why. But at the end of the day, he did the job he was required to do. Even though it should have been easier that season. I think we should have walked the league instead of having to rely on the playoffs. Vazte, though, needs more of a mention for me.
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. Your next kit, mate. What one would you like to talk about?
So this is the penultimate one. It's going to be the Canyo one, the old Doc Martens.
Let's see if I can find that one. There we go. I like that one. I've searched that kit and it was Paolo shouting at someone. This means a lot to you, Dom, doesn't it? Was this your first kit? You said, was it?
Yeah, it was. That's why. My granddad bought it for me when I was 6. There's a picture of me in it. It's my Facebook, it's Twitter picture. If
oh wow,
no one's really
I remember
noticed.
that. Yeah,
You know, like I'm stood in the corner there, in the very room I'm sat in. Yeah, like it's just you know, everyone will always go on their first kit, won't they? It's sentimental stuff. Nice kit and all. It's like this season, it's like quite light. It looks more pink. It looks like blackcurrant colour instead of claret, and it's sort of like a similar make to this season's. But
yeah,
nah, it's just like child, because you know I was a bit too young really to follow football like I was well obviously like than I was 3 years later when I first got into it. But and I never I don't remember any games. Like I didn't watch football, but I liked it. I played football, but I didn't watch it. Like I knew about West Ham, but I didn't watch them. I was too young. I was too young to read, because obviously like my parents they're I mean my dad was a bit they're not West Ham fans, so it was always hard. And then my granddad passed away, so I didn't really have someone to like guide me. But then I got into it myself eventually, and that kit, it's a nice kit, and it's my first. So
yeah. No, like you said, when you keep them kits, mate, I've still got
I don't know
the
where
one
it
what's
is now, though, mate. I don't know. I have no idea where it is. Probably in the app.
yeah. No, the one what springs to mind. I'll need to find it. It's hidden away somewhere as well. I've got the Tevez Great Escape one. It'll probably look like more than lycra than me. I don't think I'd even get it.
That kit.
Yeah, I bet it's just because I had Tevez on. Do you know when you start proper like growing up?
Yeah, we had some proper shit kits. That I think. So that season we came up in 2005.
Yeah,
it was that sponsor. I hated it. I think it was JobServe or something.
Reebok, Reebok JobServe, yeah.
Oh my god, I hated those kits. They were.
You used to just rip off. You used to just rip off by like 2 washes, didn't it? The JobServe.
I got a kit once. I got a kit from one of those seasons. I did buy one. Long gone now. Fuck knows where it is. I think I might have given it away or charity, because I hated them kits. Like, because they're all the same. And then it went on to XL in 2007.
Yeah.
And then they went bust. Not for the first time we had a kit sponsor go bust midway through the season.
What's the other one? SBO Bet, wasn't it? Was it SBO Bet after that?
Betway. Yeah, it was Spoke. No, it was Betway. No, it weren't Betway. It was no, God, who was it? Al Parry.
Oh,
Al Parry.
FX guys, yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think we had because we had XL. XL went bust, and then it was Spoke. But that was a nice kit, 2009 to 10. The relegation one I don't want to talk about, because that was a shit season. Then we had championship numbers we've gone through. Then we had Spobet in the first season back, and since then it was Al Parry for 2. Now those kits were nice, 13, 14, and 14, 15. Like, the 14, 15 one is up there. Like, I didn't select that one because obviously I wanted to choose these ones, but I like that kit a lot.
I got it too late when they put that ugly white box in front.
They were bust. And we had like it was like international team with the numbers on the front of the kit as well. But since then, Betway got it spot
on. Jazz, I didn't realise that. This probably brings your name. Look, it's Neil Barry who Paolo's shouting at the ref.
That's Neil Barry, Paolo. What?
The referee, Neil Barry, one of the Premier League referees. Obviously, this team though, I know we're sort of talking about the kit. It just makes you wonder, isn't it? If we had another couple more years, I know we went down, but obviously that was mainly because of Harry. Where we could have gone, Dom? Do you reckon we could have gone to more higher heights if we managed to keep hold of them?
Yeah, probably. But you know, a lot of them were there when we went down. Carrick, Joe Cole, there were a few Di Canio as well. I think Lampard had gone by then, didn't they?
Yeah, Lampard and Real.
We still went down with most of them, so who knows?
Yeah.
Right, definitely. Right. You were probably too young to do your player of the year for this one, Dom. Yes, you will move on.
Yeah.
And
You know what?
you're
Funnily enough, I think I was just watching. I spent the afternoon watching classic matches, and that one against Bradford come up the 5-4.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I think that was the season before though.
Yeah, I think that was actually. Yeah, I think that was. Yeah, that was the incident when they
99,
kicked off.
2000, yeah.
This one, I think Canute got 11 goals, De Canio 9. Trevor Sinclair was always good for us. And that's about it, mate. Yeah, there's not much else. Okay, Lampard 7 goals. Okay, Joe Cole 5.
Yeah. Canute,
Probably-
Defoe, Sinclair. Well,
Probably,
yeah.
probably be one of them two, probably. De Canio or Canute, maybe, yeah.
And of course, Dom, your last one?
15, 16.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
My favourite kit.
Obviously, we had some. It was an emotional season. It went quick, but I'm guessing you started to go for. Was there any games in particular what spring to mind when you were there? Obviously, I know we got the last game.
That is right. This season, the way this season's going, it could well overtake that season. But so far, that season was my best ever season following West Ham.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking love that shit. I would give. Do you know what? I would give anything, absolutely anything, just to relive that season.
Yeah.
Like those 2 years were fucking good years as well, man. Like, you know, like it was just like everything was going well in life. It was just everything was clicking. I made plenty of new mates. Oh, mate, honestly, like, where do we start? Like, you know, first game of the season, we went to Arsenal, won that 2-0.
Was you there, Dom? Was you there that day?
Yeah. I think I missed about 2 games that season.
Oh, wow.
I went to every home game in the cup as well. Like, it was plenty of games because we were in that was part 1 of losing to Astra, because that was because we got into the Europa League qualifiers through fair play.
Yeah.
Under Allardyce, which is surprising when in itself.
But like, we had to fucking hell, yeah. That put us in like the very first qualifier, and the season started for us on the 2nd of July. So
because Slav weren't even manager, he was announced on the pitch, but he wasn't even manager for that game, was he? The first game, he was in like the crowd. I remember. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was.
So we had to play. I think we made it to like the
3rd round.
Lusitans of Andorra, and then it was Bekikara who we fucking scraped through on penalties.
That was Pyatt, wasn't it? Not Gus. Diego scored the winner in that way, wasn't it? That penalty. That was
again,
it.
We made light work of it at home, but I was just like, do you know what? This is all right, because it's our last season here. We might, it's nice to have a few extra games. Do you know what I mean? And we were still playing pre-season games as well. Like, there were so many games, and then we went to Arsenal, won 2-0, and then in typical West Ham fashion, we lost at home to Leicester and Bournemouth. Leicester obviously won the league, so it weren't actually that bad. But like the first 3 aways was Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and we won them all. Like the Anfield one will stand out for me. Like that was, we were late. Like we were on the club coaches and we got stuck in traffic. And I just remember bolting in through the turnstile because we got dropped off at the Anfield Road. Ran up and ran in. I just saw like Lanzini just poking it in. I was like, fucking hell, great timing. No, it's just outstanding. Like first time we've won at Anfield in 52 years. And then I remember going to Man City. I didn't get any sleep because I worked the night shift, so I just went straight to Manchester.
Christ, that was a Sky game, wasn't it? That was on telly. It was a late game. Yeah.
And we went, obviously Moses sticks us 1-0 up, and then it goes 2-0, and I'm like, no, we ain't doing this again. No,
that was amazing, yeah. Wow.
And then they scored 1 at half time, so I was like, 5-2 incoming. And then as the game went on, I was just like, we're still winning, and they were like battering us. So I was like, still winning. And it got to 70 minutes. I was like, we're still winning. 80 minutes. No, we're still not winning this. I was like, I'll take a draw, but we're not going to win it. And then I remember some guy just threw up. Like, he was pissed out his head. He came staggering at the row in front of me, and he just like threw up everywhere.
Oh.
And I said, if we hang on and actually win this, I'm going to eat that. And we won 2-1. I was like, fuck, it was fucking insane. But yeah, mate, honestly, I can't pick a game that season. You know, there were just so many memorable ones, like the Everton away, the comeback there.
So a few of my mates lost limbs that day when they said when that Pike goal went in. They just didn't know where to go or bloody anything. They said it was absolutely mad. But
you know, like there was that, like the home games as well, like the Liverpool Cup replay, 120th minute winner in extra time.
I was there, yeah, I remember that.
The Man United, the Tottenham game, we beat Tottenham and Chelsea at home as well.
I know the last game at the Bowling will obviously go there for atmosphere. The second that was the Chelsea win when Carroll got that winner. I've never heard Upton Park, apart from the last game. I've never heard Upton Park like that. That roar was just ridiculous. That when Andy Carroll scored.
Our record against the cartel teams was actually outstanding. That we only lost to one of them, and it was Tottenham away.
Yeah,
we beat all of them at least once.
There's not that many defeats, Tom. So many draws. Yeah,
that's what I've done us. Because I think we went on a really long unbeaten run from February until May, because we were 2 wins away from Champions. It was like last season. I mean, 2 wins against like average. I think our last 3 were Swansea at home, got beat 4-1. Then we bounced back against United, and we dropped out the top 6 because we lost to Stoke. Had we won that, we'd have finished 6th and gone straight to the group. But like had we won against Swansea and Stoke, combined with the win against United, it would have been enough to get us in the Champions League.
Yeah, because when Everton done Paye, we drew 5 and lost 1. I think the next 6. So that took the stuffing out.
We had a good cup run as well. Quarterfinals. Very, very unfortunate to lose to United.
Yeah,
I mean, I love that.
We equalised, didn't we, Dom? And I went nuts, and then it was offside.
I fucked my shoulder that night.
When it's 2-2, we made it.
Yeah, because I was in the East Upper, where they had like the really hard metal pylons. And when COYI scored, when I thought we'd equalise, I went jumping in to cuddle the 2 guys next to me, and they saw me coming, and they ducked out the way, and I went smashing into the pylon, shoulder first. I fucked it. I was like, I don't care, we've equalised. I turned around, and everyone's just gone quiet, and the linesman's got his flag up. I'm like, oh no. So I fucked my shoulder for no reason. Brilliant. No, like that season ended bad. I think it was a disappointing end. But again, I'd just give anything to, because it ended bad because we dropped out the top 6 on the last day. It was very, very sad to say farewell to Upton Park as well. I didn't like that bit. That was very, very sad. I know we won. It was the perfect way to say goodbye. But once that game had finished, and once I'd walked out that stadium, it sort of settled in. I was just like, we're never coming back here again. I just got really upset and quite down. It was just very, very, just a very, very emotional season. But there were some cracking memories which I'd just love to relive. I'd give anything to relive those days. It was just, I'm getting emotional thinking about it now, to be honest. Like, so many great days out, so many great memories, so many new friends who I still hold in high regard to this day. It's just great times.
Yeah, I agree with what Steve's saying there. Was the Swansea at home that really disappointed me? I know.
Again, like we lost 3 home games all season. 3 home games we lost.
I saw the Arsenal 3-3. Yeah, we had 2 goals disallowed. That were good.
But we lost the first 2 at home. And we didn't lose at home again until May in the league. Yeah. Insane.
I remember this because my season ticket was in Bobby Moore Upper, and I was right behind this. That free kick for Palace against Palace, that was just ridiculous how he flipping scored that goal.
I don't think that was possible. I go, what the hell have you done?
The United one, just because how far out it was and who was in goal. The Haya in his prime. Fucking hell. I was like, no way. I saw him go over goal. I was like, no way is he going to score this. And he did. And I thought when that went in, I thought, hang on a minute, we're actually going to fucking win the cup here. I actually thought, like,
Yeah, and
I
that
thought we were
fucking
winning.
Martial, wasn't it? The prick who fucking bombarded. No, was it Schweinsteiger goes?
fucking Randolph, weren't
Yeah, fucking bullied him, pushed him out the fucking way, the knob.
83rd minute, that, yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. But Dom, obviously, Dimitri Payet gets all the headlines, but is he the one who sticks to mind out for you, or do you reckon there was another unsung him?
Season, and there's no one else you could like. To be fair, there are plenty of players you could name that season who were good, like because we had a lot of good players that season. I think the only thing we were missing again, as per usual, was a striker, because like, obviously you got Sacco there, but Sacco was injury prone. His attitude weren't right. Good striker, but his attitude, but we weren't a great striker. We needed like a actual prolific striker, and we'd have probably got Champions League as well. Antonio was a winger. Antonio didn't play until December,
and was playing right back for most of it as well.
He weren't given a chance. So but when he got in the team, he showed like what a good player he was. Yeah.
What about Ogbonna, Dom? Was you surprised when we got him, Ogbonna? Did you realise how good he was?
Yeah, that was a good signing. But I thought like, because obviously when we appointed Bilic, I was buzzing because Bilic was the one I wanted. I thought, like that was probably the start of the expectation era. I'd say expectation era because like we'd endured a lot of mediocrity under Big Sam, and I thought if we're going to get rid of Big Sam, we've got to progress because Big Sam was stabilising us. But if you're getting rid of someone like Big Sam, it's a sign of you want to progress to the next level. And I was like, get a good manager in who Bilic was good that season, and then you got to get the players in as well. And that was the best transfer window I've ever seen us have. Ogbonna, Payet, Lanzini, and we signed 4 players on deadline day. Jelavic, who was shit, Antonio, Song, and Moses from Chelsea.
Yeah.
Moses was all right, but his art weren't in it because he was only on loan. But we had a really, really, really good window that summer because obviously the signings of Ogbonna. Who else did we sign? I'm trying to think now. Definitely
Randolph won it. We signed Randolph.
Yeah, Randolph was signed that summer as well.
Jenkinson.
Jenkinson, second time we signed him, but he didn't turn out very good.
Alex
Song the season before.
Alex Song got down.
Yeah, Song came back for the second time, but again he didn't really work out. I think he had one good game that season.
Did we sign Obiang as well?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
And Sam Byram.
In January. But I remember Song came back because Song was excellent for the first half of the previous season, much like the whole team was, because we were fucking shit. We just completely fell away the second half of the previous.
I couldn't believe that, mate. That was so damn full, wasn't it? But I think
we're just getting worse each game, weren't we? We're just like as each week passed, it just like that's the season just.
Is that when Noscherino and all them fucking coming on?
No, that was the year before.
We
were full for Christmas, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, like we got, and then Big Sam just, like he just started playing Nolan and Carroll, and like, the flowing football with Sacco and Valencia just sort of stopped, and we only won 3 games for the second half of that season, all at home. We didn't win away again.
Yeah,
it's very disappointing. But like,
Zarate as well, but I don't know if he was signed.
He was the previous season, but we signed him, but he was still there.
Yeah.
But Song was excellent for that first half, and I think he never really got going when he came back. But he did. There was one game I remember when we played City at home, drew 2-0, when he absolutely dominated the midfield. He was outstanding.
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. But no, Dom, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. I know it's probably, like you said, it's just we just want to bring up memories, and obviously it's nice for you to bring them on them as well. I know you get around to the stadiums a bit. Before a quick note, because we might not see you. Obviously, we're looking forward to Wolves on Saturday. I know every Saturday. Do you reckon it's a win for us on Saturday?
Yeah, so it's a game we could win.
Yeah.
Whether we will is a different story. I mean, they're good side, Wolves. They've picked. They didn't start very well, but they've picked up a bit under the new manager. Yeah. They've got some good players. Jimenez is back after that injury, scoring goals. There's another Adama Traore got to watch out for. He's a fucking handful. Bit like Antonio.
Huang Chang, is it up front?
Yeah, that's the one. Huang scoring goals for fun. They got a lot of players that can hurt us, so we've got to. I think Moyes has got it. I mean, I think
we've done them last season, didn't we? I think twice.
Yeah, twice. But we're at a stage now where we've got a chance here to keep pushing, because obviously we're all on a high after beating Liverpool, but we've got a lot of tough games coming up. We've got a lot of games. This is one we could look at thinking we could get a win here. And then
it's a statement for the rest. It's a statement for the rest of the league as well.
Yeah, and then who knows? Like, we could go into that Man City game above them.
I know.
And
I thought the Liverpool game was a statement. I think that's a statement. Liverpool.
Yeah, but we just got to keep going, mate. There's a lot of whispers going around. Oh, Villa appointed Steven Gerrard. Tottenham appointed Conte. Who gives a fuck about them? Just like
Well, Tottenham players are not happy. Have you heard? He's banned ketchup and mayonnaise, and they're not happy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, just forget about them. Let's just do what we do, and we'll
Italian managers. There you go.
I want to get Europe wrapped up. I want us to win badly on Thursday, the Vienna game, because that's.
You going, Dom?
Yeah, we're going out. Yeah. We've had a bit of news today that it's going to be a bit more confusion, because obviously they've stuck the unvaccinated into lockdown, and we've got to have negative tests to enter the stadium as well. 48 hours before kickoff. I know what to do, but it's just fucking ag, and it's like, yeah. But we're going out Wednesday morning, so we're gonna have 2 days out there of fun. I'm buzzing for this, because obviously, it's because we're going out a day earlier. It's less faffing about the day of the game. Like less worries about delays, like it was for Genk and Zagreb. So once we're there, we're there. So days.
I hope you have a safe flight, mate. Like I said, we appreciate your time, and I will see you at
the one to Holland. But yeah,
and of course I will see you with Nicky and Ryan and all that on Saturday, mate. So I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, nice one, Dom. Really appreciate your time, and thank you everyone in the chat. Really does mean a lot. And me and Jazz will be back in 10 minutes' time, because we've got ex-WHO employee coming on to do his pick. So we'll see you again shortly, and take care, everyone. See you in a bit.
Thanks, Tom. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Take it. Bye.